Let's get ready, say, go. This was one, this was one, this was one, this was one. Let's go, this was one, this was one, this was one, this was one.
Rainbows in the sky, let's fly away like a bird. You're free to see the boundless face of the earth. Let the wind blow you like a knife and glide away. Far beyond the clouds, you'll find another place. If the road ahead seems so cold and gray, night never turns to day. Don't you be afraid. Go and fly away. Chala, hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Don't be afraid. You got the power to get through the darkest nights. Chala! Zooming round and round in the sky like a coaster. Hold on tight, or you may find yourself trapped in a maze. When that happens, you may think you will never find your way. At the past, you may take seem all the same. If the road ahead should be just so cold and gray, when night never turns to day, don't you be afraid. Go and fly away. Chala, hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Be cool, don't be afraid. You got the power to get you through the darkest night. Hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it is a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Be cool, don't be afraid. You got the power to get you through the darkest nights. Chala.
Let's get ready, say, go. This was one, this was one, this was one, this was one. Let's go, this was one, this was one, this was one, this was one.
Alrighty, it is Friday night. And you know what that means. It is time for Spaghett Friends Toy Show, episode 350. Yeah, man, damn, we're close to that 369. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in there. But what's going on? It's your boy Smith, as always, joined by my North American thick boy tag team partner, Mattitude 22. What's going on, Matt? We are live. And we got lots to talk about. We're going to talk about Superman that just dropped this past week. If you haven't seen it, I hope you did, because we will be talking spoilers. Also, we got a new Mortal Kombat trailer that just dropped. Have you seen that yet, Matt? So we'll check that out as well. Big ups to everybody in the chat. And anything else going on before we kind of gotta get in this shit? I mean, I guess we could talk about Superman first, since we were kind of talking about it before we came on the air. And with this new offering, with this reboot of the DCEU under James Gunn, I like this Superman movie. Like I said, I wasn't like blown away by it, but then again, like I didn't really put high expectations for this movie to be like some stellar coming out for the new DCU or whatever. A few things I did take a little umbrage with. I think kind of making the Kents just almost seem like simple hayseed folks, I don't think was necessary. Where it's like Martha can't even handle a simple cell phone. I mean, you would think if they was raising an alien child, they'd be a little hip with it to kind of keep that secret, but like and again, it's because it's a James Gunn film. It's always gonna have that kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy vibe, where it's like, okay, we'll have serious moments, but there might be some comedy mixed in. So it's like, oh, we show the Kent family, and it's like they're just simple folks from Kansas, but it's like they're not just simple folk from Kansas. They almost seem like actual simple folk. Chat can't hear you? Oh, shit. Damn. Hold on, let me double check that.
Maybe that's the whole point. Maybe I just wasn't talking.
Nah, he's on. Yeah, I can hear him. He on there.
Yeah.
But I think it's just that was one of those things where I was just like, I didn't care for that. I mean, hey, you could either get one or two versions. You get where half of his adopted family's dead and John Kent, or you get just he still has an entire family in Smallville, and they're just old people. But it's like this one took him and made him old and just kind of, like I said, kind of slow. Which was like, but again, they didn't dwell too much on it. I'm glad we didn't get a lot of the whole we needed the origin, we need the backstory. Like, yeah, we didn't need none of that. It just goes straight into the swing of things. Like I said, I
That's
think
why I kind
Superman
of
looked good. Like I said, finally seeing it like actually in movies and just not in trailers and photos. The Superman costume looks fine. The guy who plays Superman, I still
yeah.
don't even know this dude's name. But he looks
David
fine.
Cornsweat.
What's his name?
David Cornsweat.
David Corn Sweat?
Mm-hmm.
Like corn, like you eat, and sweat, like the thing you do if you're in a cornfield and you get the corn sweats?
That is correct.
David Corn Sweat. Okay. Let's fucking go, Corn Sweat. But
That's quite the last name.
It's quite the last name. But like I said, he looked good in the outfit. Crypto was kind of a thing. I think it was almost kind of obvious that the Ultraman was just gonna be a clone of Superman. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah.
And I think it was kind of obvious once, like, it got to the point where it's like Lex just walks right into the Fortress of Solitude, and like, it's like no one can get in there without his DNA, but he walks in with Ultraman because Ultraman again is a fucking clone.
Yeah, like it's kind of surprising how the entire marketing of this movie, they've kept Ultraman's identity a secret. Like it's been like super hush hush, and then they basically like just throw it away. He said like he basically just walks into the fortress, so they already tell you that, oh, okay, well, Ultraman must just be a clone of Superman. Before he even takes his mask off, they kind of give it
Yeah,
away.
it kind of gives it away at that point because it's like, how did you get in? How did the fortress just rise up? Because it's like, yeah, you have Ultraman, who's literally a clone, which he ends up getting sucked into a black hole towards the end, which I feel like if they're gonna continue with this, that would be kind of a clever way to find and maybe get him back. And instead of him being Ultraman, he could be a Bizarro.
See, that's what I was
Because they
kind of
already said
thinking.
like the
Like,
clone's not smart; he's just strong.
yeah, see, like that's where I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking they left it open to where it could potentially bring him back later as Bizarro, and they could say like the portal sent them to Bizarro World or something, and then he got disfigured along the way or whatever.
Yeah,
I think that's why they did that. I think they left it open. Like I know a lot of people are worried about him being called Ultraman. Like people were afraid that like it was gonna fuck up the crime syndicate somehow. Like I know that was a big concern for people, but
yeah.
I think the name Ultraman is not really connected to that. I think it like they left the door open to where he could potentially come back as Bizarro later on down the road.
But I just think like the only thing that really kind of like bothered me was like the movie wasn't bad, like CGI, everything it looked fine. My only real like biggest complaint about this film is like the plot. And like it's like it makes Lex Luthor look like a genius, but also just kind of a dumbass at the same time in some ways. Because it's like, yes, he's a genius. He created his own pocket dimension. He's literally got like a prison in the pocket dimension of just people who have wronged him. And then it's like, it's just petty shit too. It's like, oh, this dude wrote a bad report about me. So I got him locked up in the pocket dimension. Here's a ex girlfriend that I got annoyed with, so I just locked her ass in the pocket dimension. And it's like also like the government kind of knows you have this, but no one is inspecting to see who you're holding. Like it's not until later at the end of the movie when everybody gets free from the set pocket dimension that it's like, oh, we're gonna arrest Luther now. But it's like, okay, I hope he's in there for a while. Because not only did he kill an innocent man, which they kind of touched on, like they memorialized him. But it's like I hope Luther should be in jail for a very long time because he was literally kidnapping people for just petty fucking reasons, and
Yeah.
then keeping them in a pocket dimension, which literally almost ripped the time ripped space and time in half. And like I said, having monkeys do smear campaigns or on Superman Online was just kind of weird. I guess that was meant to be funny because again, this is a James Gunn film, so I guess having angry monkeys typing on the internet was supposed to be clever, and it was like, not really. Especially for Lex Luthor, you would just think he would just have an algorithm that was just out there just typing shit about Superman. You don't need to have an actual physical being on a keyboard typing shit when it's like, hey, if you mean to tell me you could create a pocket dimension, but you can't create AI that will just sit there and type smear campaigns online? You'd rather genetically make monkeys. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me a good monkey. Okay, but but just the concept, I get it. Like it was meant to kind of be more tongue in cheek than anything, but it just kind of seems kind of stupid when you just like you literally just flexed a pocket dimension, and then you show me monkeys talking shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like the contrast. The,
Yeah, I
co-
get what you're saying.
the contrast of your genius is kind of like I gotta kind of question that. Like you made a pocket dimension, and your best idea was to get monkeys to type smear campaigns of Superman online. But to be fair, they were effective because Superman was getting pissed off about people talking shit about him online. So I guess maybe I'm the
Yeah.
dummy because
I mean,
it got Superman's goat. So I guess mission accomplished, right? The monkeys knew the assignment.
yeah, yeah, like when you kind of look at it like that, yeah, but again, I did think it was kind of, I don't know, like it was just, it just kind of made for like a weird visual when you go into a room and there's a bunch of monkeys typing on computers. Like
just
it kind
tapping
of was
super
like
shit and fuck Superman type shit on the
yeah,
computer. It's just like it's just kind of a weird like that's the flex. Like yeah, I got pocket dimension and here's some monkeys typing some hot shit. Like
like
it's
it's like am I still watching like Superman, or am I like did I
yeah,
go
like
into the
I
wrong
expect that
theater?
type of that type of gag out of a Mel Brooks film or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
So like I said,
I think the
it's kind of all over the place. Like I said, the story itself it does go by quick. Like the movie doesn't drag out, but there are some scenes where it's just like, okay, can we get to the next point? But like I said, Lex
yeah,
Luthor's whole, but then also like his whole like scheme was okay. I'm gonna smear Superman, but I'm also gonna use that as like my back door to taking over some third world country who's in conflict with a neighboring country, which Superman in the beginning of the film apparently stopped them from having a war.
yeah.
But Luthor was trying to set this whole war up to begin with so that he could like take over. And again, it's always with Luthor, it's always about real estate. It's always about real estate.
Yeah.
I mean, hey Daniel, you're probably not alone. Where there's a lot of people who probably have superhero fatigue, and for those people, I say you're pussies, and you weren't real fans
That's right.
anyway. Don't mean to
I
be mean
liked
about it,
I
but you
liked
like listen. I've never could sit here and say I've have superhero fatigue, whether good, bad, or
no.
indifferent. If a superhero movie gets made, I'm gonna go see it. Why? Because I was that guy when I was reading comics and all that good shit. You know, when I was being an actual fucking fan, that I was sitting here like, man, I wish had a movie like this. I wish they made a movie about this storyline. I wish we had a Batman movie or this or that and the third. So that I am finally living my dream. The things I wanted when I
Yeah.
was younger are now better and now are happening. Because when I was a kid, none of this happened. Didn't have good toys. I'm an adult now. Toys are better. When I was a kid, we had subpar hero movies. Now, sometimes they're better, sometimes they're subpar, but there are now more options to have them.
Yeah.
Studios are
Yeah,
willing to
like I've
make them. So for those who say they go, I'm superhero fatigue, you were never a real fan.
That's right. Like I think the people that are saying that are the ones that are not the real
You're
fans.
not a real fan.
Because to me, like if you grew up like reading comics and stuff, like you're living in like the golden age right now. You're living in the golden age because like we just had a Superman movie, and in 2 weeks we're gonna have like a brand new Fantastic Four. Like if you're like a superhero fan, like this is like the golden age for you.
Yeah,
Like this is
I'm a little
this is
I'm a legit reader who did not
yeah,
we me and my peoples that did collect comics would sit there and look at the books and we would talk about these things like like fantasy book, like how hot would it be to have an Infinity Gauntlet movie or like a real Superman movie outside of what we had from Christopher Reeve back in the day. Like we used to dream about Spider-Man and the X-Men and the Fantastic Four and all these things that were like the movies that did get made at the time were not that good.
yeah,
But we wanted something more. And like here and like I said, Raimi's Spider-Man was kind of the tip of that iceberg and Blade. You know, those were like the tip of the iceberg,
yeah.
and then we got X-Men, and then like I said, it was all progression. But it's like I've never sat here and was like, man, I'm so tired of all these superhero movies. No, I'll still watch them. I'll still
Mhm.
watch them, whether they're good or bad, because these are the things I've always wanted to see as an actual, factual, true believer comic book reader.
Yeah,
And the ones that sit there and give you that, the superhero fatigue. The people are getting tired. No, the people who are getting tired were the people who weren't real fans to begin with. The Johnny Come Latelys, the people that jumped on the trends and the bandwagons and want to pretend like they was out there on Wednesdays picking up new comic books because they weren't. So like I said, I'll never sit and go, man, I'm fatigued. I'm tired of comic book movies. I'm tired. Like I said, you could tell me right now, are they gonna make another Transformer movie? Make it. Make another one. Whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, make another one. Hopefully they'll get it right someday, but keep trying. I'll allow to keep trying. As long as you keep making, someday someone's gonna come along and go, hey man, how about we just redo scene for scene the '86 movie, and they'd be like, yeah, let's fucking do it. And then it'll be that time, and hopefully by then I will not be dead yet, so that I can see it. And then I can die. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't believe in, like I said, I not no offense, Daniel, but when people say they got that fatigue, I gotta ask, were you really a fan? Because if you're a true fan, this is your dream. This ain't your nightmare. This is your dream.
It's like yeah, like it's like that's where I always kind of find that such a weird statement because for me I love all this like superheroes and like Transformers and like GI Joe, like me, like I love all that stuff. Like I want like it's one thing where like let's say they make a Transformers movie and it's not very good. Okay, then yeah, like that's a different story. But I never want them to not be making Transformers
No, because
movie
so
or
eventually
I
someone will
don't
come along and do
yeah, like I
justice.
don't
They'll do it
like
justice. It's just you
has
just gotta eat a lot of shit first.
yeah like has the MCU been like A plus lately? No, it hasn't, but that doesn't mean like, oh man, cancel the MCU.
Yeah,
Just
like I said,
quit,
I I didn't
give
care
up,
for
like call it a
Ironheart,
day.
but I still watched it. I didn't care for it.
Like
I thought it was kind of
I
dumb.
want the
Still saw it.
yeah, like I want the MCU to go on because I want to eventually get because I know eventually we're gonna get more bangers. Yeah, like you said, like Ironheart, like it wasn't great, but do I want the MCU to end because of Ironheart? No,
No,
like I still want to get that Blade movie, you know?
yeah, like I said, it's the same reason why I said or grudged through Agatha all along. Like it wasn't the greatest thing, but because it was comic book related and it's tied to something that I am familiar with, I watched it because again, it's all supposed to be connected, and I'm not. I like to make sure I keep all the loops in check. Because listen,
Yeah.
I grew up in a world where, see, like I said, here's how you know you're a true fan from just Johnny Come Lately. In comic books, right? Stuff would happen in a book, and you didn't know nothing happened, but a book would tell you, find out what happened in such and such's book, issue number, blah blah blah. Like totally actual things happen in other comic books, other characters' comic books that would come back and be related in someone else's book that you would have to go,
Mhm.
well, I don't know nothing about that because you didn't read that last issue. That's how I feel about the MCU. Even though, like, Agatha all along seems like kind of a shit show, and it kind of was whatever. Same thing with Ironheart and a lot of these shows, like Moon Knight or whatever. There could come a point where future movies will reference that thing. So if you didn't watch that thing, you're now missing out on story and continuity.
Like like the best example, you know, is like again with Ironheart is let's say if you kind of skip that show, well, like post post Secret Wars, like Mephisto is gonna be the big bad for the supernatural side. So like if you opted to skip Ironheart altogether, then you totally missed the introduction of the next big bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not
Like
just
you,
Mephisto, but the Hood. Like if you didn't watch the What If, like What If introduced the Hood there. So it's like
yeah,
for those who just jumped into Ironheart, you go like, well, why is the Hood so special? Unless you wait to the end and find out it came from Mephisto, you'll get a glimpse of it. But it's like if you watch the What If, you'll see what the Hood is, and it's not a person; it's a thing. It's It's a material. It's a
Yeah.
clothing. It's like I said, it ain't the person that's the hood. The hood is the hood. The hood makes the man, not the man making the hood. Anybody who wears it's gonna be granted the same fucking powers as that dude did in Ironheart. Doesn't matter who
Uh,
dons it. As long as you got the hood, you got the power. But again, it's one
exactly.
of those things where it's like in comics, it'll tell you like, oh, if you want to see more of the hood, you'd had to go back to read Shang-Chi's comic issue number 12 or something like that. Or you'd have to go back to Spider-Man issue 350 and
That's
then
what it.
this and it'll reference something in that present comic that is like, hey, if you didn't know, go back and read this and this explains more about this character who's probably new to this issue or new to this
Mm.
comic, but he's shown up in other places, just you might not have read it.
Or like when you have event books where they have a bunch of tie-ins, and then if you're
Yeah,
like like let's say you're not reading Firestorm, and then you're reading an event book, and then something happened in Firestorm that affects that, and then you're like, oh well, fuck, I'm not reading
yeah,
Firestorm,
but and it'll tell you in that book, go back to Firestorm to find out what happened.
Yeah, yeah,
Every comic book has always done that. They like I said, they're all connected. They're all in a universe together. So like, just because one character is doing something over here doesn't mean the ripple effects don't affect that character over there. Because sometimes it does.
Mhm.
You know, villains cross pollinate with other villains and their heroes. So it's always gonna be some form of like, well, shit, I don't know much about this villain. We'll go back to such and such's comic, and here's a little. This will fill you in. Also, kind of give you an idea of how they got to this point. But that's why I say, if you're a superhero fan, if you're a comic book reader, you'll never have fatigue because it's all connected. Even the trash is connected. So like all the bad shows, all the good shows, you gotta watch them all. Like I said, back when, hey, listen, back when motherfucking Agents of Shield mattered in the MCU, your boy was watching every episode. Okay,
same. Yeah.
back when the Agents of Shield fucking mattered in the MCU, when they was tying it all together with all the movies, motherfucker, you was watching because that's the exact definition of tie-ins. Like they was doing shit that was based off of after the Avengers, after the Thor movie, everything. They was literally following like the MCU's footsteps from the movies until they got to that like once they got to that Inhuman arc, that's when they kind of lost themselves.
I think because that was the turning point where people started to realize that the Inhumans weren't gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, I even watched that. I
Like
even saw that show. I watched the Inhumans. Like I watched all of
me
this.
too.
Yeah, because I remember like before the Agents of Shield were like, yeah, we're got to get ready for Thanos because Thanos is coming, and then next thing you know, they created Gravitron, and then whole other shit with a stone. It was crazy. They just diverted completely off the fucking rails.
I remember when they had like Ghost Rider on that show. Like they
Yeah,
had
they
like
had
Robbie
they had
Reyes.
Robbie.
He was good though. He was good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he looked good, but it was just like they were just doing. They went totally off the reservations. It was like y'all went into another branch. Yeah, this is a different timeline because y'all just totally left. But when it was attached to the MCU, you better believe it, son. You better believe it. But back to Superman. Like I said, Superman out of five, I'll give it a 3.5 out of five. I think it was an average movie. It was good. Would I watch it again? Yes, I would watch it again because there's probably some stuff I probably missed. I did like seeing we got a cameo from Peacemaker talking shit about Superman. So that kind of because we know Peacemaker's gonna be coming back soon.
I like that. I sort of like that. We're just like I like the premise of just being dropped in an already established universe. Like I like that we don't have to waste our time with origin stories, and we don't have to waste our time setting up characters like like Superman's already there. Like the movie picks up already in the thick of it. Like, like Metamorpho is already Metamorpho. Like everybody's just already there. Like I'm glad we we we've seen we've seen the we've seen the Waynes get shot enough times. We've seen the Kents find baby Superman enough time. Like I like that we're finally getting to the point where we're past that. Like we don't need to waste our time with that anymore.
Yeah, we have like the whole Hall of Justice, but like I think that like the whole thing we call the Justice Gang, because I guess down the road they want to make like a Justice League, so they kept teasing like playing with the
Yeah.
name of like that's not our official name, because Guy Gardner
Yeah.
was going with we're the Justice Gang, we're the Justice Gang and shit. But
Like
they're already living in the Hall of Justice, which look good by the way.
we're good. Yeah, like Mr. Terrific, like he's another one. Like I thought he was really good in this.
Definitely MVP in the movie Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, he definitely kind of stole the show. Like I guess I guess it doesn't matter. Like we're spoiling it anyway. But I like at the end where like he goes into like Lex's control room to like stop the black hole or whatever, and the guy that's working for Lex, he's like, you have to stop it. He's like, here, I'll help you. And then he just punches him, and he's like, I don't need your
He's like, I
help.
don't need
Like
your help. I'm Mr.
I'm
Terrific.
Mr. Terrific. Yeah. Like that was good. Like that was good. Like sometimes James Gunn's humor like works like the garage door part. Like I don't know, like that I thought that was funny where
Yeah,
like
like
the garage.
it was going real
Yeah,
slow.
she,
It's
and
like
she's like, you have a flying saucer, but you can't get a faster garage door. He's like, I haven't got around to it yet. Like when Gunn's humor, like when it works, but when it doesn't work, doesn't work. Like that's the thing with him. Like it either hits or it doesn't. Like there's no in between.
yeah. But like I said, I would give it a 3.5. Like it's average. It's like I said, it's a good popcorn flick, kind of good to turn your brain off, but also enjoy. Like I think it was like even like I said, you know it's a James Gunn movie because it's like okay, Superman after like the whole plot is like okay, Lex takes the message from the from Superman's place from his parents and shit, and it's like decoded the message saying like, oh, he was meant to come to Earth, and like basically he's a Viltrumite. They tried to Viltrumite
Yeah, yeah,
fucking Superman,
yeah. Yep.
basically, and like instantly everybody just kind of turns on him, which is kind of weird. That's why I said like the only thing about it is like it's kind of weird because like as soon as people hear the message, like everybody just turns on him as if like motherfucker just beat a kaiju, saving
Yeah,
all of
like
y'all. Like if that was the
okay, like
case, then he would have like if he was really here to take over, then he would have very little disregard for your safety. But yet we see him out here saving squirrels, saving dogs, just saving random people from like dying in this movie. And then like the moment they hear this message, is just like fuck you now, Superman.
yeah, like that's the thing. Like
Like the way
you're
the people just quickly turned on him, and it's like, bro, he literally just saved you from like a giant monster that Lex dropped on him just to distract niggas.
like that's the thing where like this is you were almost asking me to suspend my disbelief too much to where like people see this message and then like they automatically just turn on him like despite the fact that he's been saving them for 3 years, like he just saved them from a kaiju, like you said, and then now they automatically like they hate him now, and it's like they don't even give him a chance to explain. Like they're not even willing
Yeah, like not
to
even
hear
willing to
him
hear the
out, or
dude
they're
out. You know, let him
yeah,
speak.
they're not even like they're not even willing to hear his side of the story. Like if they would have just listened, he could have just been like, "Hey, like I never heard this part of the message. Like I never heard that, but hey, like I've saved you all this time. Like if I was gonna conquer you, I could have done it by now, but like they didn't, like, you know what I mean? Like they just
Not even just like I
instantly
could have
turned
conquered
on
you.
him.
Like I could have just not saved you just now.
Yeah.
Like I could have just let this beast sit here and run rampant through this city and kill every last one of you, and you would have still hated me for not showing up. So
Like
like I said, what makes you
like
think I'm here to take over your planet again? Like if I really wanted to, I just would have came through day one.
yeah, like it's kind of weird to say that when we're watching like a superhero movie, but yeah, like I felt like the suspension of disbelief was almost too extreme there, where like 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 they're throwing cans at him and stuff, like they're throwing shit at him, and
Yeah, like everybody, like instantly, like soon
oh
as they see the
shit.
message, like everybody just cowers away from him and gets mad at him. But it's like, are y'all not remembering that like 5 seconds ago you were about to get trampled by some big ass kaiju, and he stopped it.
Like he saved the squirrel.
Yeah, he
Like he
saved the
saved the
squirrel. He
squirrel.
saved the squirrel. Not even just the squirrel. He saved the squirrel. He saved the dog. He saved some lady on the street. He saved the little kid. He saved some lady stuck in a car about to get trampled by a building. Like if he didn't care about this, like the little casualties, because the grand scheme was to take you over, those people would have died. Like that's like the literal truth of it. Big ups, Rodri. Like if Superman was here to actually take over, like actually how like Omni Man would have done shit. Like Omni Man didn't give a fuck about collateral damage because he knew what his greater goal was. He just had to make it look
Yeah.
good. He just had to make it look good, like he tried. Didn't have to actually do. He just had to try. Superman is actually doing, and then you're gonna sit here and be like, ah, nah, fuck you, man, because we saw Bradley Cooper's message. It's like, nah. It's like that's the only thing I didn't get from it is like the quick flip of the people, like after literally just being saved. Like you
Yeah.
would think like niggas would have said, hold up, like hear him out. Like, he did actually just save us like a few minutes ago. Like you was
It's
about
it's
to you
it's
was about
kind
to
of
get stepped on, lady.
it's kind of funny too, because like I guess like you know I don't know, is it really spoilers at this point? But it like kind of Fantastic Four deals with like a similar plot thread where like Galactus is like, if you give me your baby, I'll spare the Earth, and then they don't want to give up their baby, and then it's the same thing. Like the people automatically turn on them because they won't surrender their infant son, and like the people automatically turn on him, and it's like it's kind of I thought it was kind of the same thing with this, where it's like I kind of had a hard time believing that the people are gonna just turn on him that quickly, like after all the good he's done, like like they're not even giving him like 5 minutes to explain his side of the story before they're throwing garbage at him.
Also, like if he's so strong, why would you press a motherfucker that you know could just kill you in an instant anyway? Like it's just like I said,
It could
motivations
like
just seem a little forced.
yeah, like remember when the dude did that to Homelander and Homelander vaporized him? Like he like
Yeah.
liquefied him?
Like you straight just beamed his face off.
Yeah.
Like no hesitation. Like nobody was throwing nothing after that one. But it was just like kind of those little things. Like I said, Jimmy Olsen being like a pussy magnet, like just made no sense. Like why was that a necessary plot to have in the story with like all the women want Jimmy Olsen, all the women want his cock, for some reason.
Yeah.
Like he's the real Superman in his
Yes.
pants. That is like the plot point of like, oh, it's was that lady supposed to be Tessmacher? Because I don't recall ever they saying her name.
Yeah, she's Tessmacher.
Okay, so yeah, Tessmacher ends up she's in love with Jimmy, so she basically from her all her selfie photos, basically snitches out the plans to fucking what Lex was up to. Which you would think again, like genius man makes pocket dimension, but you never thought about like your girlfriend is sitting there, but like so, I guess it's like his focus on just trying to ruin Superman. He misses the little things like maybe you not have your girl take a selfie of everything you that you're doing around you, maybe. But what do I know, right? But
Yeah, I agree. I liked it overall. I didn't think it was like perfect. Like
yeah,
it
it
didn't
wasn't
knock my
perfect.
socks off, but I thought it was a pretty good start to
Then we
this
get
new
the
universe.
cameo.
Like,
We almost forgot about Supergirl. She shows up at the end
yeah,
to come get her dog because Crypto's her dog,
that's right.
and apparently she was out partying on other planets that have red suns, so she can get fucking white girl wasted, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, man, you could have came out here and been helping your cousin. That's kind of fucked up of you, Supergirl.
Like, see, like that's another thing where you could tell the people that like don't read comics. You could always spot them right away. Like that's another thing where I saw people were kind of they didn't like that, but it if you kind of paid attention, then you know her movie's gonna be based off the Woman of Tomorrow Supergirl run, and like the whole point of that is like basically she has to drink herself stupid because that's the only way she could process the trauma of knowing that like all her friends and family are dead. Like she has to get herself so wasted because she can't deal with the trauma of knowing that everyone she ever knowed and loved is dead. Because again, Superman came to Earth, he was a baby. Like, he grew up on Earth, like that's all he knows. Where when Supergirl came to Earth, she was already an adult or like a teenager, so she remembers Krypton, like she remembers everybody there, and she has to get drunk to sort of process that trauma. But like I saw that was a point of contention for a lot of people, but again, you can always tell the ones that don't read the books.
Yeah, so what is it almost? Oh shit! So much time for
And
SmackDown.
another thing too, I just want to say, I'm very happy that we just got Supergirl in the skirt. Like I'm glad that we're not going with the Supergirl like pants look.
Long pants Supergirl. Yeah, nobody wants long pants
Yeah, like
Supergirl.
I don't know, like I just always thought that was weird. Like I don't know,
Yeah, nobody wants
like
long
that's
pants.
yeah, like that's the point where I kind of dropped out of that TV show. Like once she showed up on the TV show and like she's got pants now, I'm like, yeah, I'm good on this show.
Yeah, killed the whole vibe.
Big time.
Give me a sec. I gotta jump on a boat. So much time for a SmackDown. Plus, we got Slammiversary this weekend. I didn't expect the system showed up this week on NXT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, beating up on beefing with that Dark State group they got in NXT. But then they showed up on TNA this week to get some little payback on the system.
I know the system, man.
Trust the system. Gotta find a good boat. All right, so yeah, Superman. I would say definitely like if you haven't seen it or thinking about seeing it, yeah, go check it out. If you like Superman, go
Yeah,
check it out.
yeah.
Would I say it's better than like Thunderbolts? Yeah, I would think it's better than Thunderbolts.
It's kind of hard to say because like it feels like so different. Like the tone is so different.
I mean, it is,
Like I
but it's definitely trying to like capture the same energy, though. I feel.
like I liked it. Like I would say I liked it better than Brave New World.
Yeah, I mean, anything's better than Brave New World.
And I'm actually like a defender of that movie. I actually really like that movie, but I would say Superman is better than Brave New World. I don't know if I would say it's better than Thunderbolts. I'd have to watch Thunderbolts again. Like that movie feels like such a blur to me. The question is, will it be better than Fantastic Four?
That's the million
That's
dollar
the re-
question.
that's the real test.
Yeah, like Fantastic Four's definitely got big shoes to fill coming because it's like, everybody's out here trying to say we're the next superhero movie to come out and be good after a while of being kind of mediocre and shit. You know, people still washing that Madam Web taste out of their mouth,
Well,
saying there's some boo boo out there.
Madam Web's a rough one.
Yeah, the Madam Web and fucking Morbius and your Cravens. It's just like, ugh. You know, and the Marvels. Let's not forget about the Marvels.
I don't. Again, I'm kind of in the category where I don't hate the Marvels as much as some people do, but certainly not one of those movies where I ever feel the need to go back and watch.
Yeah. Listen, I've seen it one time, and one time was all I needed.
I
I've
watched
never
it
desired to
twice.
be like, man, I gotta see this again.
I watched it twice, and I feel like I'm probably good on that movie now.
Mm. But moving on from Superman, let's jump into your number one source for news and information. It's time for big news. As always, make sure you check that spaghetti policy. It's real out there. All right, well, we start things off with Hasbro. We got from Classified. They have some new stuff coming out, but there's no set date yet. But there's one of them, and that's GI Joe wetsuit, which usually wetsuit used to come with the Deep Six. It was like a vehicle craft, but they're releasing him, just as a standalone, which I think is a good idea to do.
Yeah.
So it's cool, but like I said, no real release date yet. There's a couple other ones, but they didn't put them up here on BBTS. We'll probably see him soon.
Yeah,
So
I'm kind
Alexa
of.
Bliss and Charlotte Flair getting a tag team title shot at SummerSlam. Okay.
All right. So if you're a fan of Judas Priest,
And who
you
is
know,
it?
probably Gojira. He's Gojira. I think Gojira probably listens to Judas Priest. Seems like that kind of guy. You got from Music Maniacs from McFarlane. We got Rob Halford, and these are like the non-articulated
No, this is articulated.
non-articulated bullshit. Is
This
it?
this a
Okay,
full
so it's
figure. This
got
ain't a statue.
okay, well it's got like a couple swivels, but
I mean, it looks like it's got your basic McFarlane couple points, so at least you get some form of articulation.
like I think just the arms move. Like I don't think anything else. Like I don't think the legs move. I
No, the
don't think
legs move.
that.
You got knee joints. You got movement. It's got
Are you
articulation,
sure?
bro. I'm looking at it right
Okay,
now.
okay, okay.
Are you not seeing what I'm seeing?
No,
Hold on. Yeah, I got it up on the thing. It's in the Discord.
it's just kind of
Like it's
no,
got
no.
your
I know.
basic
I'm looking
articulation you
at it.
would get from a McFarlane. It ain't gonna have the 22 points, but it's got at least the arm, leg joints, and some head stuff. But like that's about it, really.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Rob, but I mean, hey, listen, it's better than nothing, I guess. Alexa Bliss looks pretty hot as a cheerleader, Ian. Of course she does.
And she's all right.
She's okay.
Not that hot.
I would say she's better than Alexa Bliss. I'll give her that.
Yeah. It's just the thing is, it's not real. Like she looks hot because she's got like 5 pounds of makeup on. She probably spent 2 hours in a makeup chair. Like it's not real. Like it's fantasy. Like you're not gonna go to bed with her, and then she's gonna wake up in the morning. Like she's not gonna wake up in the morning looking like that. You know, like
Yeah, she's not gonna look
yeah,
bad.
she looks yeah, like she looks hot because she's probably got 5 pounds of makeup caked on. Like it's true. Like that's the illusion. But when you see them without all the makeup, like they're just again they just look average. Like look at Liv Morgan without all the makeup. She just looks like any average girl that you could meet at a Chick-fil-A.
Speaking of Liv, you hear about Enzo say he's showing up at Slammiversary?
Yeah.
He say bringing
If
some
if if
friends.
if Enzo's gonna be in TNA, then I might actually watch TNA. No,
He said he might be bringing some nepo babies. He said he's bringing Zilla.
yeah, fuck Zilla, like fuck Zilla Fatu.
He said he might bring some good brothers. Slammiversary's ramping up to be a pretty interesting show this coming Sunday.
It's just again like I looked at the card, but it's again I guess maybe it's because I don't really watch TNA, so a lot of the stuff like I don't know like the thing with Leon Slater, like I kind of don't give two shits about Leon Slater.
Well, they've been booking. That's been a storyline they've been doing for a minute because they were trying to turn the system was trying to recruit Leon Slater to be their bag boy, but he wasn't having none of that. So then there was that Ultimate X match they had at the last show where he almost won the title, but Moose speared the shit out of him and got the belt from that Ultimate X match.
Like I don't know, it's just kind of like the Tessa Indy Hartwell match. I could kind of care less about that. Like the women the knockouts title, I could kind of care less about that. Like I don't know what are like the thing with the dark state and the system. Like I kind of could really care less about that.
That's just those dudes came over there and invaded the show. So you know how it is. It's like, oh, we now have to rally against the outside forces.
Like the like I'm kind of remotely interested in the tag team title match, but I guess because so what the Hardys are saying if they don't win, they're gonna retire. Like, is that what it is? That what it is?
I didn't hear anything about Hardy's retiring.
Well, because I thought they were saying something like if they don't win the titles on Sunday, then they're calling it quits.
Oh, well, that's news to me.
I don't know. Well, I don't watch the show. Like that's just what I read. So that's what I mean. Like I might be interested in that because is this going to be the Hardys' last match? I don't know. I don't know. But like the whole thing with the Nemeth, like I like Nick Nemeth, but I don't give a fuck about Ryan Nemeth.
Well, nobody does. That's why they had to form a tag team
Like
to make
I,
it
I've said,
relevant.
I, I've said all I need to say. Like I don't need to say anything about Trey Miguel. Too, it's like the whole thing with like Moose as X Division champion. Like I was never a proponent for that. Like I always thought that was like the dumbest shit. As as much as I think Eric Bischoff is the biggest piece of garbage in pro wrestling, the only thing that I've ever kind of said that I've agreed with him is like to me like the X division like oh it's not about weight limits, it's about no limits. That's the stupidest shit in pro wrestling. Like it's so like how are any of these tiny motherfuckers gonna beat Moose? Like it's just it's not believable to me. It's like you got Moose in a division with all these fucking little guys, and he just dummies them. Like it's just never made sense to me. Like I always thought that was the stupidest shit when you put the X Division title on these large guys. Like I didn't like it when it was Samoa Joe. I didn't like it when it was a Biz. Like it just never made sense to me. Like I remember at one point, like Rob Van Dam was the X Division champion, and like again, it was weird. Like Josh Alexander as X Division champion, like it's just never made sense to me.
Well, I mean,
Like
you can
when
say the
you,
same for
yeah,
like Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle.
I did, yeah, like Samoa Joe too. Like it's just like I remember the point where like you had Josh Alexander defending the X Division title against Black Taurus, and it's like the guys fighting for the lightweight title are fucking bigger than the guys fighting for the world title. Like what the fuck?
I guess they just
But
didn't want to
if
bog.
Enzo,
They didn't want to bog down the X Division title to be in a weight class because at the end of the day, it was their mid card belt. So to restrict it to just dudes of a weight class would then we're like okay, well we got to make another belt, and we've seen what happens when TNA made other belts. No one cared. No one cared about the Legends title that became the global title, that became the TV title, that became the King of the Mountain title. Then we had the Grand
yeah,
Championships that Billy brought into to the light, and nobody cared. It was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey,
I
give
know,
us a
I know.
world title, give us an X division, and then give us fucking tag. And that's the only thing. And
But
it's worked for TNA for years. Like if they get more belts, it does nothing for TNA. So it was like,
I know.
okay, X division, we have to establish that it's more than just a light heavyweight division because then that'll hinder if maybe we have a big main eventer and we don't want to put the world title on him, but we need to put a belt on him and make him look strong. So okay, X division. That's why Bobby Lashley was X Division champion. That's why a lot of people who shouldn't have been X
Yeah,
Division
that was
champion
stupid. That
got
was
the X
stupid too.
Division title because it should be considered their mid card belt, not just their light
I think
heavyweight, but it should be considered their mid card because they have no other.
it's just though Moose is a super heavyweight,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he
so
is, and so were a lot of other people that held that X Division title.
But that's why it's dumb. Like that's what I mean. Like that's the part of it that's dumb. Like when
And
I
let's
look
not
at
forget, they
Moose
still like
versus
to play that card of, oh, the X Division title. If you hold it till Destination X, you can put the option C on it. So it's like a makeshift
that's
Money in the
dumb too.
Bank.
That's dumb too.
Yeah, that's dumb too.
Like
But they've still kept that canon in TNA.
like this is my point, man. Like when I'm looking at Moose versus Leon Slater, like how am I supposed to take that seriously? Like that's like a joke to
Well, I
me.
mean, it's like your typical David and Goliath, you know.
It's stupid. TNA is so fucking stupid. TNA is so fucking dumb.
So, but I mean, listen,
Uh,
I'm not
I
mad
don't.
at it. Listen, I think TNA has
Yeah,
gotten a
like
lot better than where it was a few years ago. And like I said, with this
again, Ian.
partnership with
I don't.
NXT,
I don't know. I don't know if they have an international title, my guy.
well,
I
that's
don't
right.
watch
They
it.
do have an
You'd,
international title,
you'd
and I already
you'd
don't
have
care
to
about it.
you'd have
Steve
to tell me.
Macklin.
You'd have to tell me. Macklin's got a belt now.
Yeah, I almost forgot. See, thank you, Ian, because that's how very little I thought about it. So yeah, the former Digital Media Championship got rechristened the International Championship, and Steve Macklin is the champion currently. But like the belt looks like it's just a blue strap belt. It's not a bad looking belt, but it's just like it's already kind of forgotten because its champion is kind of forgettable in Steve Macklin. So yeah, I almost forgot about that. So yeah, they do have another third title, but yeah, it's currently already disappeared.
TNA's dumb.
Then we got the hometown man. He's a hometown man. He's a hometown man. Can you guess what the hometown man gimmick is? Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm?
I don't know. Is he like a hometown hero thing?
He's more than just a hometown hero. He's a hometown man. Okay,
Sounds
so
pretty stupid to me.
it is stupid. It's literally so about a month ago, they were doing a whole story line of with Cody Deaner, and Cody Deaner's like, oh, I'm not getting re-signed, and like my time's almost up in TNA. And he had a match, I guess, to win a match to get re-signed, but he didn't win the match, so he didn't get re-signed. But now, during matches with like the people, the heels, there'll come a guy, and he's your favorite because he's a hometown man. And hometown man comes out in a mask, but clearly wearing Cody Deater's ring attire, and he has his own theme song, and he's a hometown man.
Oh, Lee, it sure sounds like I've been missing a lot.
He's a hometown man. He's a hometown man. He's a hometown. That's actually how the theme goes. He's a hometown man. Yeah, and Cody Dieter comes out, and everybody's hometown man, hometown man, hometown man.
TNA's so stupid.
It's kind of like back when they were doing the Super Eric thing, but now he's just a hometown man.
I can't wait till WWE buys him and puts him out of business.
Don't say that. And then what else? Yeah, like I said, TNA. But I'm saying compared to what it was when they was doing like the Wrestle House shit, it's gotten better.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I feel quality of
Re-
matches have gotten better.
Wrestle House is
Some
sounding
of the
Wrestle House is
storytelling in
sounding pretty
TNA is
good to
still a
me.
little hokey, but they try to take things a little serious now. And like I said, the structure is a lot better than it was, say, 2020, 2021. It's a lot better. Like I said, they still got a pretty thin knockouts division, but they're building up on it. They got a lot of rookies coming in, so but they're trying. Like I said, they got the partnership with the WWE with the NXT. It's helping out, so they don't have to rest their laurels on a hometown man. Okay, but moving on, we kind of got sidetracked on that wrestling stuff. But Rob here, if you want $35, August of 25, expect to pay more.
Whoa, here we go, baby. We got a ultimate Michael Myers from Halloween H2O.
H2O.
Yeah,
Halloween
I love that.
Water.
Yeah, I love
Why did
that
they make
movie.
a movie called Halloween Water? Can you explain it to me, man?
No, no, I cannot. But
It's like, yo,
I
H2O.
like that movie. I like it. I like it a lot. You got LL Cool J. It's great.
My hat is like a shark's fin. Are you getting this one?
Nah, probably not.
But it's Mike.
But I like it. I like it. Like I can appreciate it from afar.
You're gonna have regret when you don't have Halloween Water Michael Myers. And he's got 3 different head sculpts. What? And a pumpkin? Oh wow, that's. Wait, can I take the knife in and out of the pumpkin? Because that's an extra knife. He did have a clean knife in the photo, so I think you can. Which you gotta admit, that's kind of dope. That's kind of
That's
dope.
pretty cool.
Very cool. H2O. Do you think they're gonna make Jade Cargill WWE Women's Champion?
Oh, no question about it.
See, I would have said yeah, definitely, and I would say we probably would have got a cash in from Naomi, but nah, since Naomi she went the other route, decided to go to Raw. But I'm not mad at her though. I'm not mad at her. $42, October of 25. Expect to pay more. Okay, so from
Whoa.
Mecca, we've got TMNT, Last Ronin 2, Re-Evolutions Ultimates Uno. I don't know who this person is because I have not read any of the Last Ronin 2, so. But it's the next
This is
generation
like
of Ninja Turtles that they're desperately trying to
that's right.
get over.
Yeah, this is the baby turtles, but they're grown up.
And I mean, they look good. It's not like they're bad, but like I have no history or affinity for these turtles, and like I said, I haven't read any of the Last Ronin 2, so it's like it doesn't really like get me like, man, I gotta get on this. I get this gotta get this popping. How about you?
Oh,
Yeah, it's just like it's like I said. I guess, like I said, I don't like I said. For those who are a fan of the Last Ronin series and the saga they've created, then hey, man, go for it. But I'm not gonna just go in on these because they're associated with TMNT in some form or fashion. It's like, nah, I'm okay. Although that looks pretty cool
um,
with the cloak and the hood thing. That's pretty decent. It's like a monk.
I think they look fine. It's just that still feel it's something I really need.
Yeah, like I said, I don't.
I don't know. Maybe I'll end up getting them at some point anyway. I don't know.
Nah, I'll stick with my classic. I'll stick with my regular guys. 42, first quarter of 26. Sheesh. Expect to pay more.
Yeah. Same line. Now we're getting
I would
Yai.
say Yai.
Yai. I don't know how to say that.
Then again, like I said, it's like they're cool looking turtles and stuff like that. But like I said, I haven't gone that far into the Last Ronin. Like I've kind of, I read like the actual one, and then I kind of left it at that. Like I never like asked for more. I guess I'm just that kind of boring dude. Like I didn't ask for more.
Again, I kind of
They
thought
do
the
got a
last.
Saiyan visor though. That's pretty tight.
I kind of thought the last Ronin was just okay, okay for what it was.
Yeah, that's how I
It's
felt
just that,
about it. Like it was like a little Elseworlds like standalone, and like we ended at that. Like this is where the chapter. This is where it ends for the turtle. Like the story's over. The next thing you know, we gotta find out how we got here and everything, and it's like, but that's not the point. Like now you're doing too much. You're just trying to now connect it to like the actual proper turtles and shit.
yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I might end up getting them, but I'm not pre-ordering them. Like like I said, I'm kind of at a point where I'm kind of like I have one foot out the door when it comes to turtles.
Oh, I've already left the room. I already left the room.
Like I got that new Leatherhead, and I think like outside of that, like in terms of turtles, I don't even think there's anything on the horizon for me.
Nope. PandaCon was pretty much the last piece I really needed. That and the
I got the
Ace
yeah,
Duck and Mutagen Man was kind of like the last two pieces I really needed.
like I got the PandaCon, I got the 2 pack with Tattoo and Worm, and then I got the Leatherhead, and then like that's it. Like there's nothing really else for turtles that's really kind of on the horizon for me.
There's like maybe like two more characters maybe that I'm missing. It's like those bug dudes, but it's like I don't need them. I don't need them. Like I've got like I said, I've literally got to almost complete full season series of characters from the original TMNT cartoon. Like I said, even Ace Duck, and Ace Duck was a slight cameo in just a shot in the cartoon.
I think part of it too is it's just I'm more interested in Transformers right now.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a
Like I'm
masterpiece collector, so it's that's cherry picking
like
for
I'm
me.
I'm trying to go back and I'm trying to go back and fill out I wanna get more like Unicron trilogy stuff. You know, like I want to go back and get some like studio series. Like I'm more that's more where my focus is right now. So I'm kind of like I'm not really thinking about turtles at this point.
Plus, I got that studio series Ultra Magnus and Megatron sitting on pre-order, so I'm waiting on that.
That's right.
And like mostly all my masterpiece stuff is just like, okay, who do I need next, and are they available to purchase? That's really it. So I
So
guess that's not. I guess like I can't
like
just sit here and buy every masterpiece because like I don't need every masterpiece or third party. I just need certain characters because I already have enough characters represented. There's just dudes I'm missing. I want to see how this defensor third party combiner looks because I might go in on that because I need a defensor.
yeah, like I'm not saying I won't get these, but like I I didn't pre-order them. Like I have no plans
Nah.
to
Plus,
get them
you can find
right
these in
now.
Targets because like a lot of the like Last Ronin stuff at my Target be kind of just peg warming and just sitting there. Like God, I guess like it doesn't really move like the regular turtle stuff moves. Like even like the regular base comic versions of turtle stuff moves. The Archie stuff was moving for a while, but that 4-pack is just kind of shelf just is camping right now. A couple of them camping. But I like I said, we've talked about this in the past. Like most people who are in the turtles have probably hit their tilt already. Like I said, I'm on tilt. Like I don't need any more turtles. There's no real other turtles I want to collect. Like I'm not a completionist where I need to buy everything NECA makes
Well,
turtles. But I just have
it's for me.
I
It's
just completed all the turtles that I wanted from the original cartoon. And like I said,
well. See,
I've met that quota.
for me, the problem is they're just not making what I want to collect.
Yeah, which is Mousers, because that's what I really want.
Like I I want updated figures of all the original Playmate stuff. But like they're not really making that. Like we got Tattoo and Worm, but like if they made a pizza face, I'd get it. Like if they made Monty Moose, I'd get it. If they made King Leonhart, I'd get it. If they made Half Court, I'd get it. Like if they made the Dalmatian that's a firefighter, I'd get that. But the thing is
I mean,
they're
give it
they're
time.
not
They've
making
made
those.
everything else in the TMNT.
Like if they make the dragon guy, I'll get it. If they make the mer guy, mer dude, I think
Listen,
his
if
name's
they'll make
actually mer
the
dude.
criminal and the
I'll get
ghost,
it.
if they'll make the two ghosts, come on now, give it time.
Yeah, so like if they make that stuff, I'll get them. It's just right now they're not making it. Like I want all the original Playmates figures like as updated figures.
But also,
Like
you gotta remember some
that's
of
the
those
only
characters they might not all have license to for some reason. Sometimes.
yeah, so that's what I mean. So like if they make those characters, I'll get them, but I'm done with the cartoon. Like I'm done with the cartoon. Like I'm not going back into the last Ronin. Like the only stuff I ever got from the movies was I got the Toka and Razar and I got the fucking dude like Tatsu. Like I'm not like that's it. So the only thing they could really kind of sway me on like is those original Playmates figures. Like if they make Scale Tail, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
But
Well, $42 First quarter of 26, expect to pay more.
All right, so we got Moja,
Moja?
Moja,
Moja?
Maja, Moja. The
Maboja?
fuck is with these like? The fuck is with these like fucking names? Like who fucking named these turtles?
I don't know.
It's like Homeboy's job for the day was to pick names for the four turtles, and then before he did that, he dropped some acid.
Here's the one thing I'm noticing. Like, so do all the turtles all get the weapons of the original turtles? They all get a nunchuck, a sword, and a bow staff. That's kind of lame.
Yeah. Nope, I didn't hear about that, Daniel.
What happened now?
But I, Daniel's saying the Energon universe, which I guess is that the new GI Joe and Transformers comics. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I've been kind of keeping up with it. I've been keeping tabs on it. It's pretty decent.
Like, is that where Optimus Prime has Megatron's arm?
Yeah, but he had to get rid of it because it was starting to poison him. Because Megatron
Okay.
was backing up and running, so he had to rip the arm off. But then the arm crawled back to Megatron, so now like Megatron's whole again.
Daniel's saying apparently they're supposed to make an animated series of that.
I mean, that'd be interesting. I'd check it out.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
if they're
course.
tying it all like they're doing in the books, because there's more than just GI Joe and the Transformers. There's like some other characters that they created for that universe to kind of commingle and tie it all together. Something called like the VOD or something. Yeah, it's like
I kind of liked when they had the IDW thing, like where you had like Visionaries
yeah, that was
and
pretty
like
cool and all that.
Transformers, like like Rom, like Action Man, like they were all tied together. Like I always kind of thought that was cool.
I like that, like, no matter what, and it always seems to just find itself in that situation where it's like, no matter where Transformers goes as like as an IP, GI Joe's like always right behind it. It's
Yeah.
almost like a package deal where it's like, hey man, we got Transformers now. Well, hey, guess what? You got GI Joe too. Because it's like there's always some kind of Transformers GI Joe crossover. They did that shit in IDW. It was in Marvel, and now they're doing it here. It's like GI Joe was always kind of just hanging out in the back like a little brother or something. But again, because it's one company and they've always kind of been associated with each other, even going back to the cartoons, it just works. It just works.
Yeah.
It explains some of the nonsense you get from Cobra because it's like, oh man, it's just yeah, of course they have these things. It's like reverse Cybertron technology that they've had because they fuck with the Decepticons once in a while, so it makes sense. You don't think about it too hard, but if you like start making up your own head canons, or you read some of the comics, that's because that's kind of what it did. They reverse engineered a lot of. Well, that's what in this new version. That's what they've done too. Cobra's because apparently Cobra Commander had Megatron for a while, like his his deactivated body and shit. So they were taking his shit, reverse engineering it to make shit for Cobra. But then eventually Megatron woke up, and then he kind of started getting himself together. Like at first he didn't have no eyes, so he had to attach. He attached himself to Laserbeak, and Laserbeak just sat on his shoulders as his eyes because he couldn't see for a while. Well, he had no face. So it's wild shit though. It's wild. It's a good read too. All right, so $42 as well. First quarter 26. Expect to pay more for Moja. And then last one we got
All right. Odin?
Odin. He
Yeah,
looks like
Odin, I guess
the
it's
tank of the group.
he's like the big boy.
And does he too? Yeah, and like I said, they all come with the same weapons. As and it's like, okay, what makes them different from the originals? What makes them different other than like they're not all the same color of turtle? Oh, well, not even though turtles weren't all the same colors. Some continuities, but what makes these guys different? I don't know. He's a little bit more. 47, first quarter of 26.
I guess
Expect
because
to
he's
pay
heavy.
more. You got Damian Priest taking on Carmelo Staines right now.
Yeah.
Man, Carmelo Staines' stock has dropped so much, bro.
Again, he's just another victim of he got called up with no plans. Like they called him up and they had nothing for it.
It's like they let him. It's like It's almost like having him win the Andre thing is like a kiss of death, almost, because it's like it doesn't really help you at that much. It's not an accolade that's like, oh, it's gonna take you to the next level, because it sure hasn't really helped anyone else that's ever won that bitch.
Nope.
Maybe you can say Jay Uso. Maybe at best.
Maybe. But Jey Uso was already kind of on the upswing
Yeah.
before he won that.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Transformers! Gotta put together these guys. We got from Blockies, we got Transformers Action Edition 03 Soundwave Model Kits. So it looks like you get a Soundwave, you get a Ravage, a Rumble, Laserbeak, and a Ratbat.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's decent. Oh, and you get a little Soundwave in cassette mode.
But Priest got hit in the ding ding.
Alistair Black, Mr. Black. Rumble looks good. I mean, it's decent. I don't know. Oh, we got lights and sound too? Oh, this is sophisticated here, buddy.
I like that you get the cassettes with them.
Yeah, that is pretty nice. Whoa, you can combine Ratbat and Rumble to make Rumble Bat? Awesome. And we get the Rumble pieces, the pile drivers.
No frenzy though.
No Frenzy though. Yeah, just Rumble.
Well, guess I can't get it then.
Yeah, it would be incomplete.
Even though the sound wave does look pretty cool.
Well, 45, August the 25. Expect to pay more. You gotta put it together yourself.
Oh, this is kind of cool. From Operation Monster Force, you got listen. Let's just call it what it is. It's a gorilla with a minigun,
Yeah, the big ape with a big gun. That's pretty
or
badass.
or some form of Sasquatch. Maybe it's not a gorilla, like it's some form of
Oh yeah, you
Sasquatch.
know what? Never thought of that. It could be a Sasquatch. But he's definitely fucking ready for war though.
It's pretty cool.
You know what? It's a Wookiee on
Oh, I told you,
steroids.
he's got a donut. He's got a donut.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Finally, something that relates to me.
Listen, some men want two fucking fists with their figures. Some men just want the ability to hold a donut.
That's right.
Oh, we got the Wyatt Six.
Spooky.
I still don't know. Are they supposed to be heels or baby faces though?
Ooh, the Wyatts?
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess they're just kind of like neutral.
just kind of there.
Like I don't know. Like I think of them more like they're more skewed towards being baby faces. Like they're fan favorites, but
But they kind
they're
of meant
kind
to
of
be
in that.
scary then. But if they're baby faces, then how are they scary? With just
Listen, I don't know. Ask fucking Triple H. Call him
listen,
and ask
I
him.
gotta worry about gorillas holding donuts and chain guns. I ain't got time for that.
Just give him a call and say like, are the Wyatts goodies or baddies?
Let me pick up the phone. Whoa, bro! You get fucking 4 donuts. Okay,
Whoa.
you know what? This is the perfect time to do a thick boy moment because I meant to tell you about this already, but the donuts just reinforced and reminded me because old man brain. So Walmart has this donut. They sell bakeries and pastries. They sell donuts, right, in little 2 packs for like $1.50, whatever the fuck. They have
Okay.
one donut right now where it's cream filled, but it's like a double cream filled, where it's got like the cream you get like in a Boston cream, but then it's got like some kind of chocolate cream. So it's like throughout every bite, it's like different pockets of just different cream, son. And it is
Well, that's
stupid good.
dangerous.
It
That's
is dangerous. It's fucking good. Luckily for me, the Walmart where I live doesn't have that donut, but the Walmart an hour away from me does. So it's one of those things where it's like I'm not gonna drive an hour to just get a fucking donut. But if someone's out there already and they're there, you know, they bring me like a donut. So that's how I got it like currently today. Because someone was out there. But it's just like, man, this donut is fucking stupid good, bro.
It's kind of fitting that you bring up donuts because I recently had chocolate chip cookie
Uh-huh.
with a chocolate donut baked into the center.
What? How you do that?
I don't know. I don't know, but the
What
results
kind
were
of sorcery is
stupendous.
that? What kind of science is that?
The results were stupendous.
That's what's up.
Like it wasn't like a whole donut, obviously, but it was like a piece of a chocolate donut that was like baked into the center of the cookie.
Well, this dude's got like 4 donuts, so he's ready to fucking rock and roll. That's why he's popping so many shots. He's packed full of sugar and fucking and flour and stuff, and just
That's right.
all kind of goodness. All right, well, Gorilla Chain Man here. Set your back $70. First quarter of 26, so you got time to wait and expect to pay more. Goodbye.
All right, it's Godzilla.
What's going on, Mr. V?
It's another it's just another Godzilla.
It's Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, giant monsters, all out attack Godzilla. Heat ray version from Higher Toys.
It's just like, can they put one thing out? Just put something out.
Oh,
Stop showing me stuff and put something out.
hold on. Speaking, let me. I gotta derail from this because it's Godzilla though related. Um, so they have this. You remember the Megatron Godzilla, right? This thing, which is
Yeah,
fucking bad, right? It's not the greatest.
big time.
So third party company, you know, the one that does all the upgrades.
Right?
Boom, son. Them niggas made a motherfucking shit to make it look like a proper Godzilla, son. Look at this shit.
Whoa.
It gives it the spikes. They gave it a longer tail, a more Godzilla-like head. Gave it longer arms. Like it actually looks like fucking Godzilla now. Make you almost want to buy the motherfucker just to get, but I would only buy it just for the upgrade kit, just to have like a Dinobot Godzilla looking fucker. Cause
Yeah.
this is badass. So yeah, and thank for reminding me, Godzilla, because I forgot to add this to the list. So that'll be the derailment is not all for nothing anyway. But I was just like, yes, this is badass. So if anybody already went in on the Megatron Godzilla hybrid, I would highly recommend you pick this up because this just makes it that much better, in my opinion. Like it actually looks like fucking Godzilla. So I'm highly recommending, like, if you bought that Megatron Godzilla crossover, if you're not buying this upgrade kit, then why you buy it in the first place? Because it sure shit didn't look like Godzilla. But with this, This will help you out a little bit. This will definitely help you out.
Yeah.
Because that's a drastic improvement. Not only that, they gave you the Godzilla feet. They gave you new feet. Like, they literally just gave you a brand new figure with this upgrade kit. A proper Godzilla. Not the offering they gave you. But like I said, they were gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. Fucking it. By the way, $63, December of 25, if you wanted that. Alright. Back to Godzilla. Godzilla proper. Hey, big ups, Marin. So yeah, it's a decent Godzilla from Haya. I like it.
Me too. Just put something out.
I mean, listen, you can't. It's like it's Godzilla. You know, he's always gonna be the first and foremost to get the push before anything else from Haya. $75, April of 26. Expect to pay more.
All right, so I'll just kind of come out and say it. It's a character I'm not at all familiar with.
Same. Like I
This
haven't
is
I haven't gotten into Daima yet to know anything, so I'm not even gonna pretend like I've meant to get
yeah.
to it, but I like to kind of wait for it to be done, and I can just kind of speed run it when they drop it all. So I've just kind of been
I thought
patient.
it was done.
Is it?
I thought it was done. I thought it was.
Well, I mean, if it is, then fuck all. I gotta catch it then. Punk ass police. Yo, Jacob's crazy, bro. Yeah, I mean. I mean, it looks good for it's figure art, so it's not like it's gonna be bad or anything. But like
No,
I said,
no,
until I watch Daima, I don't really know nothing about the character.
that's right. Yeah.
See the new Han Solo of Dragon Ball. What you mean, Tangaloa? Talatonga?
I mean, he certainly is. Certainly taller than the rest of them.
Talatonga. I like the best name they give him
Big
was
shit.
Tala Tonga. Really?
Yeah, because he's so tall.
Fuck out of here. Super kick party. Super kick. Super kick party. You know what this match needs? More Samoans. Not enough Samoans in this match, in this brawl. We need more island motherfuckers up in here.
Yeah.
Need more Samoans. It's always higher toys. Finish him, Jacob. Finish him. Your man Gloria? Glorio? Is that how I pronounce it?
Glory hole. Glory hole.
Glory holes. Glorio.
That's how you pronounce it if you're like sophisticated.
Glorio is 95, April of 26. For Glory. Glorio.
All right, here we go from Mondo. We got Winston at 112th. Winston from the Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he fit. I think they got this one, and have they done Ray already?
I think they have.
'Cause I know they did the Egon and they did the Peter. I wasn't sure, did they do Ray already? Because like if not, then Winston would finish up the group.
His face looks jarring to me.
I always found like the Real Ghostbusters were jarring, but it was still like it was still accepted. Like it was like, okay, you guys don't look like what it was in the movies, but it was good enough that it was like, yeah, you know what, it it was still good enough. We like, you know what, Egon's now a blonde. Winston doesn't have a mustache, and Ray's just a fat guy.
Like of all things, they're like, okay, like let's make them look as accurate as possible, but that mustache, no, that's gotta go.
Gotta go.
Like we don't. It's not in the budget to draw the mustache. Damn it.
Like, there's too many dark-haired individuals. Make one of them a blonde.
Yeah. And damn it, Johnson, don't you put that mustache on there.
You better leave that mustache out of it.
Yeah. Or as I like to call it, an upper lip surprise.
Yeah, I think Ray is the last one then, because it's just those three.
$100 for this though. Yikes.
Nice. Proton pack, you got a ghost trap. Man, whoever's going in on these, they eating good from Mondo with these. These are nice. I ain't going that hard on no Real Ghostbusters. I'm surprised that Hasbro hasn't tried to tap into the redo the real Ghostbusters after doing the Plasma series and whatnot.
Yeah.
102 with a 1010 deposit, February of 26.
All right. We got a. Did you think we hit the quota for Sasquatch? No, we didn't, because we got this thing now.
We got big, not just Sasquatch, we got Bigfoot. The Bigfoot. Not Dirtfoot now. Don't get it mistaken for Dirtfoot. This is Bigfoot. Dirtfoot lives out in Casper, named King Cobra. Did you see that thing on that late show with Jelly Roll and Logan Paul getting choke slammed through the table?
Bro, that shit was lame as fuck.
It really lame, bro. I'll say this: the best ever wrestler on a TV show where it looked like that shit almost looked like it could have been real outside of Vader about to kill some dude in like the Middle East with the Undertaker is when fucking Diamond Dallas Page was on TRL on MTV and Raven fucking paintbrushed him the fuck with a stop sign, son, and then DDT'd him through the table. Like that shit was funny as fuck, bro. Cause he came out, he was sitting there, DDP sitting there watching Raven on the little TV monitor talking shit. And then Raven shut up out of nowhere and just like yacked him. And the Foo Fighters are sitting right next to DDP. Like they wasn't expecting it. It was just funny because he just like slumped over after he got whopped right off the face. Blah. Fucking stop sign and shit. And then just DDT'd his ass. Shit. That shit was hilarious. Never forget that shit, bro. Alright, we got Stephanie Valkyrie coming out too. But yeah, we got Bigfoot, son. Bigfoot. Bro, this would be good if you never had gotten on that the builder figure for Sasquatch for Alpha Flight.
Yeah, true.
He'd be a suitable. He'd definitely be a suitable replacement if you never
Yeah,
got
he'd
that.
be like
If you never got that builder figure.
he'd definitely be like a good stand-in.
Oh, and the Yeti, or Wendigo maybe. This is big boy, though. Whoa, he's bigger than the Hulk. Oh wow! Look at the rate. Speaking of Sasquatch, look at they even put him into the show. Oh, he's way bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on whoever's drawing Sasquatch, he could pretty much be as big as you want him to be. If we're being honest here. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely a different. That's a height difference right there, though.
Yeah.
Something to think about. At least you know you got some sense of scale on that. So yeah, but bigger than the Hulk though. Uh, this is a big fella right there, definitely. Well, Bigfoot here, 110. Now, whew, yeah, you asking a lot now for some like Marvel Legends type scale figure here, buddy.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
First quarter of 26. Expect to pay more. And like I said, we just saw Bigfoot. Now here we got the Yeti. The Yeti. which kind of the
Yeah,
same thing. Thanks. Kind of got that
yeah,
Wendigo vibe to him.
yeah. Like that's all. Like I think that's all it is, right? It's like you got the Sasquatch before, now you got the Wendigo.
But again, if he's scaling with the Bigfoot, he's a little too big. Then like I said, he's gonna be bigger than the Hulk. Like I said, I wouldn't mind these, but the price is a little much. 110. First quarter 26. Expect to pay more.
Whoa! All right, from Mezco, we got a animated series Joker, which if you went in on that Batman, then very nice companion piece right here.
Uh-huh. And I think this is all rocking the soft goods too.
Yep, soft goods.
And this the best looking Joker before they kind of New Adventures washed all the color off his face.
Yeah, I hated the New Adventures like redesigns. Like especially the way they did the Joker was so unfortunate.
I always wondered why they changed, why they went with such a dramatic shift in the animation. Though, like I never could understand why what made them do that because it was like it was so good. Like I can see if you wanted to tighten
I
it up, but like the way y'all went a whole different direction in animation, like
I honestly wonder
sharp
if it
edges, everything.
I honestly wonder if it was like a budget thing where they're like hey, we gotta kind of scale back the budget, so we gotta cut down on some of the colors. Like we can't be going as wild with all these colors.
Well, I mean, it wasn't even just the colors, but just the scope and scale of how characters look. Like everybody was like triangular shaped. Everybody was
Yeah.
like thin legs, like big bodies, and it was like it was all kind of the same, even without the like lack
Like
of the
what
color. But the design of all of them just is like drastically changes. Where in the previous ones, people have different body types. Well, they wasn't all shaped like triangles.
like Poison Ivy I always thought looked weird. Like she like all of a sudden she became like super small.
Like Bane looked all weird and shit. Riddler looked weird. Like I said, the only one that kind of got like an improvement was Scarecrow.
You know what? I was just gonna say that. Yeah, Scarecrow. I actually think he looked better.
Yeah, he looked better. He looked
Maybe
more
even
menacing than the original. But like I said, he was the only one that out of all the characters redesigned, like his redesign actually worked. But everybody else was just kind of mid.
maybe even Mr. Freeze. Like I might throw Mr. Freeze in there.
Yeah, Freeze was good too. But like
Like they
everybody
made
else, like
Freeze look
Catwoman sucked. Two Face wasn't all that.
like they made Freeze look a little more tanky.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, like it never made no sense with that animation style like that. Like Riddler went from looking like really classy with a suit for just going and then walking around with like just like a bodysuit and shit. And looking like he's like malnourished all of a sudden. Joker set you back 124 with a 1240 deposit, February of 26.
All right, we got the man. We got the Spike Spiegel from Mondo. 1/8 scale. I'm not familiar with that. Like, is that like 10 inches or something?
Yeah, it's a 10 inch.
There you go.
Which is a weird scale to go with, but okay, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, very weird.
But it's Spike Spiegel. Looks good. I mean, if it wasn't for the scale and the price, I would go in on some Cowboy Bebop shit, but there's no place in it for me on my shelf, so it's gonna be a pass.
The scale, the scale is weird because it doesn't scale with literally anything.
Yeah, it won't scale with no 6 inch. It won't scale with no 12 inch. It's just gonna be just stuck in the middle. But I mean, yeah, it looks good, but I just wish it was at least in a certain scale that would work with something. Looks very posable and articulated. Got thumbs up. $10. Like I don't. Why would you make it 10 inches though? That doesn't make no sense. See now, like you would want a jet, but like it ain't got nothing to scale on. Man, nothing, no Eddie, nothing. Just and plus you want 160, $16 deposit, December 25. Oh damn, this shit sold out. All right, so from Fans Toys, we've got a long haul here. Their version, one of the Constructicons. So it's the line of third parties going in on the combiners, going in on a Devastator. I mean, Fast Toys isn't the first, but they're definitely one of the ones that people have been looking forward to making it. So outside of X Transbots, and I mean, it looks good.
That looks pretty good. Looks better than the studio series.
Yeah, and that just looks fucking gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that body. Look at that body on him, man. Woo-wee. Big body ain't got no body. Devastator. Listen, I mean, I'm pretty sure Fans Toys is gonna make a killer fucking Devastator. It's just gonna be pricey as shit though, but It's all good. Was available first quarter of 2026 for 210. I say go to your other third party sites, especially those that will specialize in just Transformers, because I'm pretty sure he's probably available other in other places. So, but that will do it for Fig News. How much time you got left there? You got time to watch the Mortal Kombat trailer?
Absolutely, I do.
Alright, let me pull that up real quick. Still streaming. Okay, cool. Grab this here. Mortal Kombat. Yo, man, you heard about Buff Bagwell, bro?
Yeah, he had his leg amputated. That's fucked.
Yeah, man, that shit fucked, bro. Like, that's crazy shit right there.
So I I guess no surprise appearance for the Royal Rumble for him. I guess we could roll that out.
Yeah, his wrestling days, I would say, are pretty much done.
He's definitely not doing a run in now.
Yeah, he ain't running shit. Okay, he ain't running shit.
You know why? Was he like sick or something? Like what was?
I think it's one of those things where it's just like the price of living hard, fucking finally catching up a motherfucker. To be real.
Why? Like again, I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a minute, and I'm gonna say like this is why I always preach like healthy living because people don't realize like the things they do when they're younger they they don't they don't realize that it comes back like you pay a tax on that later on in life,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people kind of don't realize that like they live hard and then that tax always comes around.
Complications from a car accident. I mean, if that's the case, but yeah, he shot one leg down under below the knees. So tough break for Buff, man. But I mean, hey, we got technology now. They might be able to hook him up with a prosthesis or something. I mean,
He
I'm
should
saying
form a tag
if he
team.
got the money.
He should be a tag team with Zach Allen.
Word, son. They shoulder to shoulder, then they can be like one leg, one body, left, right. Instead of the American male, they'd be the American legs. American legs. American leg. American leg. American legs. American legs. American legs. Okay, so let's jump into
Their their tag team name could be
Should be two guys, two lanes.
It's American leg. American leg. American leg. All right, let's take a look at sequel to Mortal Kombat that dropped. How long ago was that? Like what, 2 years ago now? A little more. I mean, the last Mortal Kombat that came out was okay. It was decent, but now we got a follow up to it.
Thought it was okay.
Like I said, it was okay for what it was. So, but they're continuing the story. I almost forgot about the dude who like gets the shield on his body. That one character. But after seeing the trailer, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this dude. So let's take a look at Mortal Kombat 2, or as some Wiseheimers are calling it, Mortal Kombat 11. You know you like Mortal Kombat 11, Matt. Mortal Kombat 11.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Can we just add that Raiden's over here rocking his Mortal Kombat 2 gear from the game?
Yeah, that's cool.
Like that didn't pass my peripheral. Like, wait a minute, he rocking Mortal Kombat 2 gear right there. That's pretty dope. Plus, I'm pausing just to keep it transformative out here. He's trying to be fair use, my guy.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
I think that is
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
You dickheads in or what? I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
Line of the year.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
There's a war going on outside. You can run, but you can't hide forever, ever.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be. All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Scorpion is kind of a good guy. Just...
Get over here!
Yeah.
Only the strong survive.
Finish him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
I don't like this that we already see the death of like Noom Sabat here.
I'm kind of thinking that that's the right.
What's
I'm,
that?
I'm
Or like,
thinking he'll. I'm kind of thinking that that's like a red herring. Like I think he'll pull himself back together.
you think it's a red, but then he gets sliced in half. Like,
I know. I think they want us to think he's dead, but then I think he'll get sliced in half, and then he'll kind of put himself back together. That would be kind of wild if they gave us his death in the trailer. Like that would be kind of wild.
he just gets sliced, son. Yeah, and it's the red band trailer, by the way, so that's why it's extra gory because it's the red band. That is cool that he just pulls him out of himself. I do like that it's now like, okay, the last movie was centered more around what's his name, and now this one is, I guess, more centered around Johnny Cage. Which is cool.
It
I'm
looks
okay with
it
that.
looks like it looks like they kind of listened to the criticism that people had from the first one. Like people didn't like Cole Young, like they didn't like that character. So this movie they're kind of like, okay, we got it, less of Cole Young. Like people wanted the tournament, so now they're like, okay, like here's your tournament, you got it.
Yeah, like people just want to see the actual Mortal Kombat, not all that stuff with this dude and him being whatever. It's like, okay, like unless he's gonna fight in the tournament, like don't really fucking care. I want to see the Mortal Kombat. I want to see the tournament. Plus, like have a character people actually know.
Yeah. So it looks like, like at least they somewhat sort of paid attention to at least some of the criticisms people had with the first one.
Yeah.
Like people complained that they killed off certain characters, so now like those characters, like people didn't like that Kano died in the first movie, and now Kano's back. People didn't like people didn't like that Kung Lao died in the first movie, now he's back. Like people watch the first movie and they're like, "Where's Johnny Cage?" Now it looks like it's gonna center around Johnny Cage. Like again, people didn't like Cole Young. Now Cole is barely even in the trailer. He doesn't even get any lines in the trailer.
Yeah, he shows up in the trailer, but he's definitely like in the background.
And I would even I would even call it right now. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they end up killing him off in this movie.
Like this is the gist of how his in the trailer. This right here. This, and that's like about it. That's the most you got out of him in this trailer. Everything else,
Yeah.
you get a little bit of Jax with his transformer arms. And then Raiden. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna check it out. I saw the first one, so I want to see where this goes. Like I said, I wasn't that crazy about the first one because like same complaints. Like a lot of people just got killed off. We focused on a character no one knows and no one cared about, and most people just kind of like want to see the tournament that is Mortal Kombat. I don't want to get this whole we gotta do this and do that to stop Shang Tsung or whatever. Like, just win the fucking tournament. Even the original movies were like, yeah, even the whole plot of, yeah, Shang Tsung wants to do this and do that, they still had to do the tournament.
Yeah.
Still had to win. That was the point. He's cheated. Yeah, everybody know he cheated. Everybody know he won all these tournaments in a row, but I need y'all to win this one. Because if we don't,
Yeah.
then we fucked. And I was wondering if the bald chick was Jade. I wasn't sure at first.
Yeah, that's Jade.
Oh, that's lame. That's fucking
Yeah.
lame. Plus, like, they're supposed to be like kind of mirror images of what's her name? Not Melina.
Katana.
Yeah, Katana. Yeah, they're all supposed to be kind of like mirror images of her, so they're kind of supposed to look similar. So why would you make her bald?
Yeah. I will say, like Noob Saibot looks pretty good. And even Shao Kahn, although we don't get any like super clear shots of him, Shao Kahn looks pretty badass.
Now, is this one going in the theaters? Because I know the last one they just had it like come out on like Max or something like that before.
Yeah, it's gonna be in theaters. I think the last one was in theaters too, but I think it was like right before the pandemic, so I think it was in theaters, but it was I think like it was also on Max the same day or whatever.
It might have been. I don't remember. Like I said, but I remember watching it on Max.
Because it was like I think this came out like this was one of the movies that came out like just at the start of the pandemic, which almost feels weird to think about.
Weird time. Weird time.
Yeah, that was a weird time.
But yeah, definitely gonna check that out. I think there was something else. I don't think it was yet. No, I don't think it came out. It was like a teaser, but it was something they dropped at a Disney Japan show. It was kind of like a teaser for Ahsoka season 2. But it wasn't really like a trailer.
Okay.
It's more of just kind of a slideshow with narration talking about season 2.
Okay, I got you.
But basically, it's just going to continue with Ahsoka and them are still trapped in the other world, and Ezra's back with the rebellion, and Thrawn's back, and they're attacking. And Bale and Skull is there with Ahsoka.
Okay.
And Shanti's there with the pirates she took over. So it's basically just continuing whatever happened in that first season of Ahsoka. Which I think it'll give people their fix of the Jedi stuff, especially after Endor, because like I said, Endor just kind of gave everybody critical acclaim, at least without having to rely on the Force. Whenever Ahsoka comes around, it'll give you some more of that Jedi stuff and just kind of continue the story of what happened after, well, wait a minute, because Ahsoka's supposed to take place after what? The original trilogies, right? It's not after the new sequels, right?
No.
Because the Force Order hasn't come into power yet.
No. No, I don't even think Ahsoka. Does Ahsoka take place? I don't even know if Ahsoka takes place.
Because when Ahsoka's with a Mandalorian, she's with Skywalker, who's basically who he is after Return of the Jedi. Because I could have sworn,
so they've already.
because everything in the Mando took place after the second Death Star blew up. So that's after the original trilogy.
So they've already defeated Darth Vader at this point.
Yeah, the Empire's done. It's just everybody like Moff Gideon and Thrawn is the remnants of the Empire. They haven't fully fallen, but they haven't become the First Order. But there's still remnants of the Empire, even though Vader's gone, Palpatine's allegedly gone, and like I said, the second Death Star has blown up already.
Okay.
So like Mando takes place after that. So I would imagine, like I said, Book of Boba took place after that. So Ahsoka's in that timeline. So it's just like I don't know where, like I said, where it goes from there with Admiral Thrawn, but it's like last I recall though, the New Republic were kind of dumb because they had a bunch of they over there hiring ex-Imperials thinking they rehabilitated and they just sitting there doing Imperial shit on right in front of your faces. So
Yeah.
got y'all out here looking like dummies.
The Star Wars timeline is very confusing.
It is, but like I said, that's why I was like Endor was really good. Like I said, it was a nice change of pace, and like I said, it filled in those. Like I said, it is one of those things that kind of gets you hyped to want to go back and watch like Rogue One and go back and watch A New Hope because, like I said, it literally speed runs right into those movies.
The thing I like so much about Andor is like it just felt so much darker than Star Wars.
It
We're
felt
used to
adult.
Star
It
Wars
felt
being.
adult. Like it
Yeah.
asked you to pay attention. It asked you to just like kind of like shut up and watch. Like stop. Don't expect like big explosions. Don't expect lightsabers. Don't
Mhm.
expect like high octane like jet fights and shit. Like you get a little bit of that, but it wasn't all that. Like most of it was like heavy dialogue, and it asked you to sit there and pay attention, be patient, and just like let the burn go. And then when it gets
Just
there, it's
like
like, oh, it's all worth it.
like again, like even just like the brutality of it, like again when that K2S unit like just picks up that girl and just tosses her and like he eats her and like she dies, like that was just like
Well, it's not just that. Like it's everything
no, I
about
know
it.
there's other stuff, but
Like I like
like that
the best
specifically,
scene
I
is
don't
like
know.
it's the first like 3 episodes with the Mon Mothma wedding and Endor stuck on Yavin with the idiots with the Maya Paid brigade. But it's like the part where like Mon Mothma and Luthen are having the convo about her man take Homa, and he's like we can't be doing this and paying this dude off because you won't be safe, and like you gotta be protected. And Mon's just like, I don't understand. I don't think I understand what you're saying. And Luthen's just like, that's nice for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how nice for you that you want to sit here and be willfully ignorant that you know this motherfucker gotta die. Like he gotta die.
Yeah.
And it's that type of shit. Like it's like I said, it's asking you to like pay attention to what's being said and what's going on. Because if you're not, you're just gonna it's just kind of gonna skim over your head. Because like I said, when I watched it the first time, I wasn't really paying attention because I had other things going, so I missed a lot of shit. So when I went back and I was like, oh shit, like shit got real, and I wasn't really because I wasn't paying attention that much. So like I had to go back, watch it again, and it's like okay, now this shit all made sense. That all makes sense. Some
Luthen?
people kind of criticize like, oh, the first 3 episodes are kind of slow, but it's like not really. If you look at the grand scheme of that whole 3 episodes, it's like the reason for the whole having Endor stuck with the Maya Pay Brigade was to show that there was no unity yet in the rebellion. Like there were pockets everywhere, but nobody was organized. And like I said, they were just like I said, it was just kind of fend for yourself. There was no leadership. They didn't have none of the organization. And then the opposite was the Empire and Krennic's setting up the whole system thing to go to Gorman, where they were organized. They were ready to set shit up in motion that at the end of the day, it was going to be us putting our fists down on these people no matter what. But we had to put a wheel in motion to give us justification to do so. They were
Like
organized,
I
and
guess
it was showing the contrast of this is why the rebellion wasn't winning because they had no leadership, they had no organization, they had nothing going on, and to make the cherry on top was all that happened on the planet Yavin, which would then become later their base. So it's like you're in a place that brought people together, but in the beginning it did not work. That was the point of those 2 episodes of him stuck with them idiots. It was like they had no leadership,
Yeah.
they had no trust, they had none of those things that the Empire already kind of had. That's why they were more efficient to do what they do, and y'all were just scattered ass all over the place.
Like I guess it's boring in a sense if you're just if all you want is like lightsaber battles and
Yeah,
starship battles, but that's not the point of the show. Like it's showing you like a different side. It's showing you a different side.
like the whole shit with the
Like
Mon Mothma. People just say, oh, with the whole scene with Mon Mothma dancing and her just getting drunk is kind of like people kind of say that's kind of cringe. Or some people like it's like yeah, but the scale of it is she's realizing that like her family fell apart. She's now seeing that like okay, you gotta kind of get your hands dirty to build a rebellion, but which means like I say, your best friend from childhood, he gotta go. He gotta go
yeah,
because he might be a problem.
yeah,
And the problem is he over here. And the problem is the irony really is, and he said it. It is the rebellion. The things that was like people like Cassian and Luthen were doing were costing this dude money. So it's like chain of events led him to be like, I got bad investments. The rebellion fuck around and soured other investments for me, which costing me money. I did all this risky shit for you, Mon, and now I'm sitting here left holding the bag, and I'm like you said, I feel undervalued. I need a little compensation.
like it's showing you like okay, like all the ground stuff that's going on, like not just the other aspects that are involved, you know, like Luthen, like Luthen is the guy that's like he's getting everything moving, like he's getting everything in motion, like it's showing you like what's happening on the ground, like what's happening in all these cities, like all these people, like what's going on the ground. Well, you're seeing all the battles in space and stuff. It's just showing you like what it kind of looks like on the ground when it's not Jedi's and it's not starfighters and it's just regular people. Like it's just regular people what they have to try to do or what they're trying to do to try to fight the Empire. You know?
Yeah, like even like in the like latter episodes when Andor had to rescue Mon from the Senate after she did a speech for Gorman and shit. It's like Luthen. People don't notice that like Luthen set that all up because he's like, oh, Bale's team's gonna be corrupted, and there was somebody from ISB in Bale's team, but it's like the agent that was in Bale's team was Young's agent, which was fucking Luthen's informant. So what's to say Luthen and tell Lonnie, hey Lonnie, put one of your people on, like, listen, they plan on taking fucking Mon to whatever. Have one of your agents be there with Bale's people. So then he can go straight to Mon and go, hey, Bale seems corrupted. I know because I set it up. So go with my guy Andor instead. So almost like kind of forcing her hand. They're like, okay, you now have to leave because we need you at Yavin. Because Yavin needs leadership. Yavin needs her representing them. Because it's like, yeah, the agent that was there, it was Young's agent, which was fucking his informant, his inside man. So it's like, I don't know if like it was ISB that figured it out or was Luthen who told Young to like, hey, this is what's about to go down. I need you to jump on it to push her hand that she has to leave with my guy. Like, give her no choice because, don't want her to go with Bales because it could end up bad either way. Because they were going to, if she made the speech, ISB was going to take her either way. They weren't just going to let her go after she had her speech. But if she knew, okay, I go with Bale's people, the chances of her not making it out would have been probably. So it's like I need to force her hand to go with my guy Andor. So I'm gonna set it up that is already. I already know they got somebody got ISB up in that bitch because it's my guy. My inside guy did it. It was his agent. Because they made sure to tell you, like, when she died, they was like, oh, they killed Young's agent. And Young is the guy. His name is Lonnie Young. That was Luthen's informant. So you killed Young's agent. Why would Young's agent, if it's Young's agent, then that means Young knew. Because Luthen knew. Just the same way he set up Krieger that one time when he's like, yeah, we gotta give the Empire something, because if they know we know, it's gonna make them change their tactics. So we gotta give them somebody. So like, yeah, give them Krieger and like 30 men. They'll think they gotta win, even though we know that, you know, they were gonna jump on us anyway. We could have called it off, but we decided, nah, let them have it so they don't get wise to us. So it's like Luther ain't got no problem sacrificing people to further the cause. So
No, because for him, it's just about the end game.
yeah, it's about the end game. So he's like, yeah, I'll sacrifice 30 men and end the Krieger if that means the Empire isn't wise to us knowing that they be up to shit. They won't know I got a guy on the inside feeding me information. So that's why I say, like, he's kind of clever in that way where he's like, yeah, I need you to go to Yavin, but don't go with Bale's people, go with my guy, because his team's corrupted. But it's like, yeah, but that's kind of, like I said, I feel like you set that up. You might have set that up. But that's why I said Endor's good, because like I said, it asks you to just stop. Don't think of Star Wars as just space battles and lightsabers. Like I said, this is showing what it took to build a rebellion, to get to a farm boy on Tatooine, to go forth. But even like there's a theory of like, was the Force guiding Endor? Because even Luthen said it. He was like, you were there every time I needed you. And it was like he been to places where like he didn't know he was gonna be on Narkina, the prison planet, but he was there and he fucked shit up. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you helped me up on there on Ferrix. You was there for Ferrix to help me get out of there, fuck shit up. You was there for fucking Aldani, all that shit. Like I said, you was on all these planets, Gorman, all this. You were there when I needed you. Even though you claim you don't want to be there, like I said, because he mentioned Narkina, and it's like the only way Luther would know about Narkina is if Andor told him after the fact. But he didn't know he was imprisoned in Narkina those few couple that month he was in there. But him being in Narkina was beneficial because then people knew about what was going on.
That's interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah, and Luthen was like, I don't know about that. He was like, you were always there when I needed you, and he named all these places. He was like Ferrix, Aldani, Narkina. There was no mission for Narkina. Like I said, it's literally a happenstance. It's a happy accident that he got scooped up, sent to Narkina, and then fuck around and found out and broke out. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a planned event. That wasn't something they thought of. That was just a happy accident that he got put into an Imperial prison that was over there building pieces for the Death Star. So it's like a lot of the theories is like, was the Force guiding Endor to where he needed to be? Like I said, the Force healer called him a messenger. He's supposed to be somewhere just to deliver that message. And we all know the Force is around everything in the Star Wars universe. So was the Force guiding Endor to be in all these places? Because like I said, he always seems to find a way to get out of them. He's not a man of power. He don't have the Force. He don't even believe in the Force. Like he said, he just runs on luck. You know what I'm saying? But maybe his luck is the Force. The Force. Even back in Rogue One, the blind man was telling them that shit. Remember?
Yeah.
So it is an interesting theory that, like, yeah, maybe the Force was guiding Endor the whole time. Like that's it. Like, hey, maybe Chosen One wasn't Anakin. If the chosen one was Andor, he had to get that message out there to bring balance to the Force. Yoda even said it may be prophecy read wrong. It is.
But it's like it's even when you like go back to Rogue One, it's like like we all know the story of how they blew up the Death Star, but like that's what's so great is like you're seeing the other side of it. Like you're seeing that like this group of rebels, this random group of rebels, all gave up their lives just just to give just to give the rebellion a chance, just to give them a chance at maybe bringing down the empire. Like they all gave up their lives for that, and like it's just you're seeing like the different side of it, where it's not the Jedi's and it's not glamorous, like it's very seedy and like Luthen is not like he's not like a Luke Skywalker to any degree. Like he's willing to sacrifice people. He's willing to do whatever he needs to. He's willing to do whatever needs to get done because he knows that the only thing that matters is what's the final goal to bring down the empire. So everyone else is expendable for the cause of bringing down the empire.
I mean,
Like
listen, he
everybody
was
is
willing to take his own life to make
That's
sure
right.
that
Yeah,
they didn't torture him.
that's right. Yeah, like he even took his own life because he knew that he knew too much stuff and he couldn't take the chance of them getting it out of him. So he you know in the end like even he was expendable.
Yeah, so he like I said, he always knew. Like I said, I'm not like everybody. Like Luthen as well. Like not Luthen, I mean Saw. He was the same. Like listen, we'll be dead before the New Republic is even born. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people know. Like listen, I'm not gonna live to see none of this. I'm not gonna live to see any of these things of the New Republic. I'm not gonna see the Empire fall, but I'm at least do what I gotta do to help get to that point.
Like I'm gonna like yeah like I won't see the end result, but at least I'll play a part in it. At least at least history will remember that I played a part.
Well, that's even the thing with Luthen. He was like, "Nah, they're not gonna remember me. They're not gonna celebrate what I've done because at the end of the day, like it's not gonna matter. Like I said, my part in this was just to get the pieces in play and let the people do what they gotta do. But the means of how I got it done might not have been everybody's way to go about it, but it's like I said, it was for a greater good. Like I said, he was willing to let the Gormans die if it meant waking up the rest of the galaxy to the atrocities of the Empire, but it needed to be done. Like Gorman had to burn for rebellion to really grow. Because at that point, everyone else was just kind of complicit on how the Empire was out here running shit. So it's like Gorman needed to burn. Gorman needed to be decimated for people to see like, nah, this wasn't. It wasn't that it. That wasn't just some ordinary thing. These wasn't a bunch of terrorists or rebellion. Like no, these were people just living their life, and the Empire came to gouge mine their planet for resources to build a weapon that, by the way, you don't know they're building. You know, a weapon they've been building since the original prequel trilogies. Remember, the Death Star was already in play back in the original trilogies. So, like, this is like I said, Palpatine's operation that he was playing both sides from the jump day one. So. Like I said, Endor has made Star Wars kind of fun again, made it interesting. It's just like I just hope Disney can kind of continue with that, like good storytelling. You can still have all the space battles and the Jedi stuff if you want, but at least tell a good story though.
Yeah, I would almost say for me and I don't even think it's a hot take, but I think Andor is the best piece of Disney Star Wars that we've had so far.
Oh, hands down, hands down. Like the only thing close to that is like probably season 1 and 2 of Mandalorian.
Yeah, like man, but I think like Andor just for the importance of it, you know. Like
Well,
again,
yeah,
like
that too. But
all
but but
all the
it also makes another trilogy because, like I said, if you watch season 1, 2, and then Rogue One, like that's a literal trilogy into New Hope.
yeah 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 because you're basically following Cassie and Andor's story from beginning to end.
Yeah, it wraps up and then goes directly into a New Hope.
Man, just I can't say it enough, but just what a great show. What a just phenomenal show.
Like I said, it's a slow burn, and like I said, even it is. I will say this because, like I said, I went back and watched season 1. It does get better when you watch it again because then there's things you see that you might have missed or not noticed. But like when having the knowledge of like previous seasons, it's like okay, I didn't even notice that, but there it is right there. Like, cause like I said, if you go back to season 1, they were talking about Gorman in season 1, and like I said, the shit really picked up in season 2. But they were talking about they were talking about Gorman throughout season 1. But it was like one of those kind of just in conversations if you weren't paying attention. But like Gorman was
Yeah.
always like a like a destination at some point to get to the Gorman massacre. And like I said, a lot of people assumed it was going to be the Tarkin massacre, but that's from Legends. But they decided to make it canon either way, which I think which was like a nice little added touch because it's like everybody assumed that's what they were going to get, and it's like, nah, that already happened. The Gormans are going to get fucked 2 times. They didn't get fucked once; they're going to get fucked twice. The other one you didn't see, but the second one you will see, which was the Gorman massacre. But like just having the whole like, oh yeah, Tarkin came here once and killed a bunch of people on some random shit. That happened already. So like I said, it's definitely like a very slow burn. But like I said, it's a good show, and like I said, it makes Endor a little bit better. I mean, a little bit better than it already was. And like I said, you go straight into fucking New Hope, like no problem. But I think with that, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. SmackDown just ended. I think we're about to call it here too. But want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. We do appreciate another episode of what? Endor? Nah, they can't. Endor is over. Mr. V, Endor is done. Like you can't do any more Endor. Endor leads right into Rogue One. So like that's it. It's over. That's the thing about it. It has a beginning, it has a middle, and with Rogue One, it has an end. Like you know where Cassian and all those people end up. And then the rest of that shit goes into your baseline, your proper Star Wars. It's the same way how the Clone Wars fills in all the gaps between Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith. It fills in all those gaps. But like I said, appreciate Disney ruined it, but like I said, that's only because they don't have really good writers. There's enough canon for Star Wars to give you a good story. It's just they're choosing bad people to represent it. But as you can see, when you have good writers and good storytellers to represent Star Wars, they make really good Star Wars. Like Tony Gilroy put his whole ass in there. Okay, so the whole Gilroy fam put their ass in that shit, and you can tell. You can tell it's good. That's why Rogue One is held up there with the originals as like one of the best of like Star Wars movies out there. No one's talking about Solo. Ain't nobody sitting there talking about Acolyte. In fact, everybody now is like admitting how shit Acolyte really was now. Now that Endor done show that you can make good Star Wars, everybody's coming out of the woodwork. Now it's everybody, you know what, after a second thought, Acolyte was pretty dookie. You know, it was pretty dookie. No one said nothing much about Skeleton Crew because I think it was just that kind of mid that people forgot about it. But people are just like, yeah, Acolyte was kind of dookie. After watching Endor Season 2, Acolyte was really dookie. I mean, they're pretty sure, like I said, they're already working on second season for Ahsoka. So who knows? Like I said, it's when it comes to Disney, they're gonna do what they want. They're gonna do what they want. They're gonna do what they want. So it's just a matter of will it be good, and does anybody care? So we'll have to find out. But so that's how I look at it, Mr. V. Especially like I said, I like Star Wars, so it's good to see. Like I said, Endor gave hope that, like, hey, like I said, under good writers and good directors and good actors, you can have a telling story. And like I said, you don't always need the Force, you don't always need the Jedi's, you don't always need the big hype space battles. And like I said, it was nice to just see ground level Star Wars of like what it was like to build a rebellion. Like I said, it makes everyone else's struggles after the fact seem just a little more important because of the sacrifices made by those unsung heroes that don't get the songs sung about them. You know what I'm saying? No one's singing the songs of Cassian Andor. No one was singing the songs of Saw Gerrera and Luthen Rail. You know what I mean? Nobody will remember that your boy Lonnie Young risked his life to get the secrets of the Death Star out there. The dude died for that shit. No one will ever remember Lonnie Young, that the double agent from ISB. You know what I mean? Like that's what made Endor a good show. It's like these are the people who listen. If it wasn't for these people, a farm boy from Tatooine wouldn't have had the opportunity to save the world. You know what I'm saying? If my man Endor didn't end up in a prison at Narkina 5, he wouldn't have met his homeboy Melshi, and they would have bonded, and then he come back later like, listen, I'm ready to join the rebellion. And you already know he got endorsed. Endor's like, yeah, that's my nigga, son. We did time. Nigga, we did time in Narkina. He good bread. He don't like the Empire. He ain't got no love for these cats. He be good up in here. And what did Melshi do? He paid dividends. Melshi paid dividends. So it's like, yeah, it's good shit. It's good shit when you want it to be. I'm saying you laughing, Mr. V, but that's what happened. He probably pulled up. He's like, yo, that's my nigga Melshi, son. You see the piece he holding? I gave him that piece. That's why Val was over there gawking that gun, because that was the same gun that fucking Cassian had on the fucking Aldani job. And he gave that gun to Melshi after they broke out of Narkina. Your man Melshi was holding that shit down like a soldier, kid. I think that's mine. That's my piece. Don't talk about shit. But as I said, I'm a sucker for continuity. So, but anything to add before we call it for the night, Matt? Because I know you got to get out of here. Yeah, birds are not real, ladies and gentlemen. We do appreciate it always. Smash that like, subscribe if you haven't, and ring the bell so you stay notified. We'll be back here next week. Talk all things toys, make some noise, and the usual nonsense. What about Mando and Grogu? I mean, I know they're working on it. It's one of those things where
I think that comes out
it's
next
gonna
year.
have to be good for it to do anything. What was that, Matt?
I think that's not till next year.
Well, Mando and Grogu, yeah. But it's one of those things. It's gonna have to be good. Birds are real and penguins are robots. Mm. Mr. V trying to drop some knowledge on us over here.
Because he's not.
I mean,
He's
the
not
show
always yet.
Mandalorian was good for like the first 2 seasons. The third season was kind of just like, it was, you take it or leave it. It wasn't the greatest, but now that they're working on doing a standalone movie with him and Grogu, it's like, okay, we'll see what happens, but it's gonna have to do something. It's gonna have to do something. Like, it's really gonna have to blow people's tits off and be. Because, I mean, at this point, there's no real, like, wow factor to Baby Yoda anymore. Like, he's not the high seller that he was when he first dropped on the streets. You know what I'm saying? And time has passed and people have kind of gotten over him. Like, I mean, you can buy yourself a Baby Yoda figure out of Ollie's somewhere for $5 now. He's not like, it's not how it was a couple of years ago. So to try to bring it out and go, hey, we got a movie with the Mando and Baby Yoda. You guys love the Baby Yoda. And it's like, yeah, we do, but not as much as we did, like, a couple of years ago. I mean, he cool and all. And like I said, unless y'all got, like I said, you're going to really have to blow people's tits off for it to mean something. Because, like I said, we've already seen enough. I mean, we've seen Baby Yoda in action. We've seen a digitally rendered Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. So you're really going to have to really come hard with it, with this movie. So that's what I mean. I'm all for it, but like I said, it's gonna have to come hard if it's gonna wow anybody. Because like I said, the wow factor of Baby Yoda is just kind of that ship has sailed already. Because we've seen him already. We've seen what he can do. We've seen all the flips and the cuteness of what he can do. If anything, you gotta now show me Baby Yoda go hard. Like, I gotta see him kill someone, like Mando style. I need to see him draped up in Beskar or something. Like, he gotta go hard. Like, if you're really gonna try to wow somebody, because what else can he do? We've seen him force choke a bitch already. So you gotta do more. It's just gotta do more. He was so COVID-19. I mean, the 3 minutes of Luke was fine. Like, it was cool. It was fan service. It gave people what they needed. It scratched that itch. And it was all right. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, the first version was kind of sloppy, but when they came back and did it again, it got better. So it's like, hey, nothing wrong with progress. Progress is good. But like I said, because they busted their nut with all of that on the Disney Plus shit, now you want people to go to a theater and pay for it. I'm going to need a little bit more because you showed me a lot. You've already shown me a lot of this, that there is no real wow factor. There really isn't. There's nothing about Baby Yoda right now that is wow factor because I've seen it all in the previous seasons. So like I said, whatever they're going to sell you for this movie, it's gotta blow your dick off. You gotta do something. I mean, it depends on who you are. If you think it's worth going, then go. If not, you take your ass and get on a boat. Either way, I mean, it's all the same to me. It's all the same to me. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm optimistic, so I'll believe it when I see it, chat. But with that being said, y'all have a great night and a great weekend. By the way, enjoy your weekends. Summertime out there, relax, cool out, pop your shirt off, drink a cold beer, drink responsible, and remember to always kick out. Thick boys out.
Time has come, I'm ready to go. Venturing into the unknown. Fire's inside me, must be unleashed. People talk nonsense all the day. Shippuden, that's all they can say. I can't get no satisfaction. Woo-hoo! Challenge may have come. Woo-hoo! Fighting just begun, but there's no stopping. People spreading out my wings. Let's fly high. Woo-hoo! Concentrate my power. Woo-hoo! In the final hour, in the end, I'm gonna win. Don't you know I'm unstoppable? Don't even try, cause you will fall. I got a strength deep in my soul that gives me courage and control. I'll go beyond the limit break. The universe is mine to take. I have no fear. I think it's clear. Let's keep you high. Get all this Dragon Ball Super. We got the skill to